During my master's, I got the opportunity to go back to Iran and work for United Nations. And while working there, I got the offer from UN to work for them after my graduation. However, between this offer and me coming back and finishing and aiming to finish my program, there was a fraudulent presidential election in Iran in 2009, June. There were a lot of protests. The government was killing people in the streets. That blocked my opportunity from going back to Iran afterwards. I had a breakdown. I could not function. I had very deep depression. I just basically left the life that I had in a sense, and went and lived on a farm in middle of nowhere in France. And interestingly enough, on the second day of arriving at this farm, I met a classmate from my college. It was quite a shocking moment for me that I thought, it's impossible to wipe out my history. I have to come up with a different way of coping with this stress that I have, with this trauma that I have experienced. It really helped me that I got my first son during that period of time, because it really grounded me on where I belong, who I want to be, and what I want to do. And starting really working on the issues. I started very intensive therapy at the time, and really digging into all the issues that were limiting me in different ways and forms that were linked to my psyche and not necessarily to the environment in which I was living. And in the Netherlands, for instance, we have insurance that covers our psychosocial support. We can go to a psychologist, and some insurances cover it fully. If I'd known that beforehand, I would have started my psychotherapy a lot earlier. After I started working on my depression and other symptoms that were other challenges that were associated with it, I started thinking about what I want to do in a very different way. I got this opportunity by State Department of United States of America to go on a training for 3 weeks in the US about leadership. And there I came to an understanding that the definition of leadership that I had in mind was very much impacted by the way I was raised. I was told that a leader is the one who stays in the background and always only pushes others to be in the spotlight and grow. And that was very much associated with the role that is expected of women in Iranian society, that you are the true hero in the house if you stay home, look after your children, and support your husband to go to work and earn the big bucks, and your children grow to their fullest. And this training taught me that there are other ways of being a leader and understanding leadership. A combination of this change in the view that I had towards leadership and also the new skills that I developed got me to the point that I could create a career that doesn't exist maybe out there, but I can have it. I don't think I would have been able to achieve it if I was still in my box of depression and looking towards the world with this cloudy view. And when that went away, I could understand the dynamics and the complexities of issues in a very different light, and that definitely was a necessity and a necessary step for me to define my own career the way I wanted it. This skirt is some sort of a manifestation of my true colors. For a very long time, I was quite shy about the things that I wear, about how my body looks and so on and so forth. And when I saw this scared, I felt, oh, this is it. This is what I've been denying myself all the years, but this is where I feel very settled in with and very happy with. Last October, on my 40th birthday, I put this on, and I thought, my 40th birthday, my model, this is it. This is how I want to tell the world that I look like, and these are my colors. And for me, that was a moment of coming to terms with everything that has happened and everything that is coming, that I can expect in the future to happen to me. And this is me, basically. There was always an option. If you really ask, you could find someone to help you. But the first step, asking, is always the most difficult part. A lot of us, I guess, had to really practice it and get used to asking for help. For myself, now having two small children, one of the things that I have kept in mind from my years at the university was to make it comfortable for them to ask for help, not solving their problems, no, but just letting them know that if they ask, there is support. And that's, I think, subconsciously I took from my years at the university.